belt era, and you became the second undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only one champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means
all
the most?
And all of
I'm glad that he think he's confident. I like it. I like the confidence, but he talking too much. You know, he gonna get.
But honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over Mayweather. Because of going up, you didn't see Mayweather go up from 147 to 168. That's crazy, bro. And not even. And honestly, I thought Crawford was gonna have more of a hard time because he had a hard time with Madronov. So imagine going up to it. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but I don't want to take nothing away from Mayweather. Mayweather's the greatest of all time. But I think that was a really big risk that Crawford took, and then he ended up winning. You know what I mean? So you have to give credit to that too. I mean, that's a big risk. That'd be like me going up and fighting Usyk right now, heavyweight.
I know that's been kind of hinted.
I'm not thinking of that right now. I'm not thinking of that right now. No, but that's kind of like how that'd be. You know what I mean? So you have to, bro. That's a lot of. He has a lot of balls to do that, and not only to go do that to.
Your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, you know, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, you know, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, like, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for.
He said world-class fighter. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in accomplish to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So, yeah, he definitely did say that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We ain't worrying about right now. We ain't worrying about Crawford. We gonna clean 147 now. Then we gonna move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him.
I want to see. Yeah. I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the neck and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said we never heard nothing else back about it. So
right.
I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but don't.
Against Jaron Ennis, for me, he's the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to...
Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. You know, obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy, and Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, that he's.
That's a good fight. That's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Probably at middleweight or something. That's like a vacant belt. That's definitely up there. That's definitely a big fight. Probably Shakur and Tank too, maybe. That's like right on the scene. But yeah, that's that. You might not be lying. That might be.
The long-anticipated meeting between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Jaron "Boots" Ennis finally erupted into a confrontation that shook the boxing world. What was supposed to be a routine media appearance turned into a war of words, with tension so thick it could have been cut with a glove. Crawford, composed but cold, locked eyes with Ennis the young lion who's been calling his name for nearly 2 years. For the first time, both men were in the same room, and the energy was unmistakable. Legacy versus hunger. Boots wasted no time breaking the ice, or rather, cracking it. "Respect to the champ," he said, "but your time's running out." Crawford, expressionless, leaned forward and replied, "I've heard that before. They all said the same thing. Where are they now?" The exchange went viral in minutes. Fans could feel it. This wasn't hype. This was real. Fresh off his career-defining win over Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, Crawford's aura of invincibility has only grown. He's now a 3-division undisputed champion, something no active fighter has ever done. Even Andre Ward called it a supernatural leap, praising Crawford's ability to dominate regardless of size or power disadvantages. Yet, for all the praise, the younger generation isn't bowing down. Ennis is coming, and he's coming fast. Boots' record speaks volumes. Trenta Cater 0, Trenta KOs, no controversies, no soft touches. He's been stopping contenders in devastating fashion, including his recent demolition of Wisma Lima in front of a sold-out Philadelphia crowd. After that fight, Ennis looked into the camera and said, "Bud, I'm next. No excuses." Those words echoed through the sport. Promoter Eddie Hearn, who's been pushing hard for a Crawford-Ennis showdown, says negotiations are closer than ever. According to him, the plan is a 156-pound catchweight bout, possibly in early 2026 at Madison Square Garden. This isn't just a fight, Hearn said. It's a generational moment, the passing of the torch, or the torch being snatched.
Eddie, a couple other people, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford, and obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford. I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence is his own fighter, but I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done. So, nothing.
When I say they just don't beat Jaron Ennis. In fact, that style is absolutely tailor-made for Boots. Just to make it clear on Virgil Ortiz, we sat in a room, me, Oscar de la Hoya, Eric Gomez, and the top DAZN execs in America. We talked about how a deal would work with those two fighters, and we agreed on a deal. We went away, we signed a new deal with Boots. Part of that deal, within the contract, was the deal that we agreed with Golden Boy and DAZN to fight Virgil Ortiz. Boots signed it. Now, we didn't hear anything back. We told them we're going to fight in October. They said they're going to fight in November, and we haven't heard anything back. On Tuesday, Eric Gomez called me, and he said, look, I just wanted to let you know, we're fighting Lubin. After that, we want to get the Boots fight made. I said, well, we're in. So I take their word for it, and I truly believe Oscar de la Hoya wants to make great fights. But that fight is done on our side, on all the terms that we agreed with Golden Boy. That fight for me, although it doesn't carry an official world championship, which is what we want at 54, is one of the best fights.
He got our leftovers. Why would Bud want to go backwards? I want to go backwards. Bud looking for bigger and better fights, so where he can etch his name in the concrete forever. I don't know, because I really don't look at none of the welterweights since we did clear the division.
Do you feel like he should just sell off into the sunset after this monumental
well,
win?
You know what? They made it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 more in this. You know what I'm saying? Training camp will try harder. You know what I'm saying?
You think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
They both switch hitters, lift, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people, pretty much. The only difference is Crawford done been in a big stage against big fighters so many times. And also, with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man strength, but he built on top of that. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little scrawny dude. He wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He ripped up everything. He's strong. So I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I got
Yeah. Budget man.
Yeah.
You know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. You know niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terence different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Boots ain't different or not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, Terence, just like he said, man, he been battle tested before. Terence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terence is just not.
Teddy Atlas broke it down from a stylistic point of view. Crawford's the genius, reads, adapts, dissects. Boots is the explosion hits you before you even realize he's there. It's brains versus firepower. He compared it to the kind of matchup boxing hasn't seen since Leonard versus Hearns, saying it represents everything the sport should be youth challenging wisdom. Meanwhile, Crawford's camp insists he's still in his prime. His trainer, Bo McIntyre, dismissed the idea that Bud is slowing down. Bud's sharper now than he was 5 years ago, McIntyre said. Boots don't realize he's chasing a ghost that's still alive. Behind the scenes, Crawford is rumored to be training with heavier sparring partners, middleweights, and even light heavies to maintain the physical edge he gained from his move up to fight Canelo. His strength coach confirmed that Bud's current camp looks more like a 160-pound preparation than a welterweight one. That's the mentality. Stay ready for anyone, anywhere. Sean Porter, who shared the ring with Crawford, believes Ennis will finally test Bud in ways no one else has. Boots has no fear, Porter said. He throws combinations from weird angles, switches, stances like Crawford does. It's like he's fighting a younger version of himself. Max Kellerman summed it up best.
Nice. Over and under right there. Over and under with that same hand right there. Yeah, turn it. Turn your hip with it. Do it again. Go take that hip with it. That's it. Do it again. Come back with the hook. Nice.
Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, he's the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to
too fast, his feet,
Yeah.
footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically went every round, so
Yeah.
honestly. But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great,
Yeah.
but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
Whole lot of sense. And the fight that stylistically would be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis.
I don't think I think
but-
that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades.
Man.
He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both.
Dance partner that makes Boots a star.
Right now, I don't even know anybody, for real, you know, and anybody that got a big name.
Got
or
you.
a belt.
Got you. But there's no exact guy that you think about, because I don't want to ask you, hey, this guy, that guy. I know you get those questions a lot. So if you had to say, hey, this is the guy I think, you know, we would have a big fight, who would it be? Because it doesn't seem like the Crawford fight would happen. So what's that dance partner for you, Boots?
Yeah, like I said, anybody with the belts, or I don't know, maybe somebody at 154, one of the big names at 54.
Say
it like that. Without a question, solid. You know what I'm saying? Solid.
You think there's anything left for him, Coach, or is it time for Bud to move on? Or
I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next.
160, you can see him fight going
I wouldn't do
160.
nothing crazy. He looked at excellent. He looked at excellent.
Is there
What's
anybody?
surprised you the most from
No, I'm trying to figure out what their team gonna do next. I want to see what's
He's
next.
talking about 160, Coach. I mean, the only thing down there is maybe like a middleweight tournament, 2 fights undisputed, something like that. But if not that, then what for Bud?
Who?
Well, they were talking about Jaron Ennis going to 160. Possibly Jaron Ennis going to 160.
If he go to 160, then we got another mega fight.
You think that's a mega fight? You think
I don't know that yet, but I've said, and the boxing fans that know boxing would say that's another.
If Crawford wins, he retires with an untouched legacy, one of the greatest ever. If Boots wins, it's a seismic shift. It's the birth of a new era, the moment boxing hands over its future. Even Floyd Mayweather couldn't stay silent, calling it the fight boxing needs. He said, "Crawford's the most complete fighter alive, but that kid Boots, he's dangerous. Reminds me of me in my 20s. This one ain't easy for either man." As the negotiations inch closer, fans can't help but feel the anticipation building. No theatrics, no influencer noise, just real fighters. Two men standing at the intersection of greatness, one defending a legacy, the other trying to create his own. When Crawford and Ennis finally touch gloves, it won't just be another main event. It'll be the moment where time and talent collide. The master versus the student, the king versus the heir. And when that first punch lands, the world will finally see whether Bud's brilliance still reigns or if the future has already arrived.